Hi guys, it's Erin with TBS, and I am back today to bring you another Helm tip or trick to help you make the most out of your Helm Connect software. So today we're going to be discussing omitting forms. I know this is a really big topic for a lot of you out there. There's a lot of questions on how to omit a form correctly. Am I doing it the right way? Am I omitting too many forms? If I omit this, is it never gonna come back? Well, I'm here to answer all of your questions and show you how to do it the proper way and to make sure you all understand what needs to go into omitting the forms so that your to-do list is not clogged up with all these past due forms. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Hey guys, so we are again going to be working on omitting forms and what's the best way to do that and how do we make sure that we're not messing anything up once we start omitting our forms. So I'm going to use the Admiral today, and as we can see we have our 7.3 daily reporting form, and it is past due and it hasn't been filled out since February 10th because it says that we're overdue since February 11th. So this is a perfect example of how to omit a large chunk of forms. Let's just say the Admiral's been up on dry dock or not working, and now we want to go back to work and we want to get rid of all of these forms that are overdue. So we're going to click on the 7.3. Just taking a good little bit of time here. Come on. There it is. So in the right hand corner, we all know that this is where our omit button is found. So once we click on our omit button, it pulls up our omit this form box. So I'm going to go ahead and select that I am the one that is omitting the form. And then our reason for omission. I'm just going to say the vessel was not working. Now this is the most important box on this entire form, which is the period to omit. So if you click on the drop down, you get a lot of dates that come up. So instead of going through and omitting each and every single day, you can omit a large group of forms like the 7.3, which is a daily form, all at once. So I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And at the bottom, it gives us the last day, which is the 21st. Well, today's the 27th, so I want to make sure that I'm getting rid of all of these forms because we're not actually caught up to the day that we're currently at right now. So I'm going to hit the bottom row, or the bottom date, which is May 21st. And it's just going to give me a little information at the top that it's going to remove the earlier overdue items from our records, which is completely fine. We want to get those out of our system. So we're going to hit omit. And now our 7.3 form, when we go back to the Admiral's to-do list, our current one is due on May 22nd, which is still considered overdue. So we're going to click on this form again. And we're going to hit our omit button again. And I'm going to do the same thing, that I'm omitting it and that the vessel was not working. And now I'm going to go back to my time, or my period to omit. So as you can see, we don't really have a large list anymore because we've narrowed it down to the 22nd of May. Whenever you're looking at this bottom date, now that we've gotten to a shorter time frame, we're getting more caught up. This bottom day, which is 5/27, that is today's date. So if we're going back today, we need to do our daily reporting. So we're going to leave this one available, and we're going to omit through yesterday, which would be the one right before it. So I'm going to click on that one, and I'm going to hit omit. Now it's going to show us that the 7.3 is currently no longer overdue and that it's due today, May 27th. So now we've omitted a large chunk of those forms, and as you can see on the right hand side, it lets us know which forms that we have omitted. It's much easier than going through and omitting every single form. Now you can go through and omit large chunks of them at a time if they're a daily or more recurring form than an annual or monthly form. So that's the easy way to omit the form. Now let's just say, for instance, that you omitted a form on accident. Well, unfortunately, once you omit a form, you cannot get it back. But an easy way for you to go fill out a form that you've accidentally omitted is to go right here under Onboard and Forms. And in here, we can go and we can search By item, we can search for our 7.3 daily form. We can pull up that form right from this library, and we can fill out the form right from the library as well. So we can select our asset, and we can select who's filling it out, and now we can go through and fill out our form just like we were trying to do from our main screen. We do need to make sure that our day is the correct day that we're trying to fill this out for. Once we're finished, we can hit finish now, and it's going to save this form in our history for that vessel, just like a normal form would under the to-do list. Okay. Just going back to that main screen. The big thing to remember is that if this is an inspection or a maintenance form, or a maintenance document, it's not going to live underneath the forms section. So you want to be really, really careful about how you're omitting forms in your inspections and maintenance or types. If you have any questions on how to omit items, or if you accidentally do something wrong, please just call and let us know, and we can try to help the best we can. But if you're paying attention to your dates when you're doing your omissions, you should be set to go once you start doing your omitting. All right, thanks so much.